Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to day 14 of the 28-day Mindfulness Challenge. You have made it halfway through this challenge, and today is all about you. Today is about self-compassion. This practice is called the self-compassion break, and it's something you can do anytime during the day or night when you need a little self-compassion. So to practice this exercise, we actually need to call up a little suffering. So I'd invite you to think about a situation in your life right now that is difficult for you. Maybe you're feeling stressed, or you're having a relationship problem, or you're worried about something that might happen. I'd invite you to think of something that is difficult, but not overwhelmingly difficult, especially if you're new to practicing the self compassion break. So, finding a situation and getting in touch with it is what is going on. What happened or what might happen, who said what, really bring the situation to life in your mind's eye. And then I'm going to say a series of phrases that are designed to help us remember the three components of self compassion when we need it the most. So the first phrase is this: is a moment of suffering right? We're bringing mindful awareness to the fact that suffering is present, and I'd invite you to find some language that speaks to you. Something like this is really hard right now, or I'm really struggling. We're actually turning toward our difficulty, acknowledging it, naming it. This is a moment of suffering. The second phrase is suffering is a part of life. Is it okay? We're reminding ourselves of our common humanity. Suffering is a part of life. And again, finding language that speaks to you. It may be something like, it's not abnormal to feel this way. Many people are going through similar situations, right? The degree of suffering may be different. The favor of suffering may be different. But suffering is part of life, part of being human. And the third phrase is, may I be kind to myself in this moment. And to support bringing kindness to yourself, I'd invite you to perhaps put your hands over your heart or some other place on your body that feels soothing and comforting, feeling the warmth of your hands, the gentle touch letting those feelings of care stream through your fingers. May I be kind to myself, and using any language that supports that sense of kindness, perhaps language you would use with a good friend you cared about who was going through a very similar situation, you know. It may be something like, I'm here for you. It's going to be okay. I care about you. You can even try using a diminutive if that feels comfortable, you know. Oh, darling, I'm so sorry. Or you can try calling yourself by your first name, anything that feels natural. To express your deep wish that you be well and happy and free from suffering. And then letting go of the practice and noticing how your body feels right now. Allowing any sensations to be just as they are. Allowing yourself to just be. For your integrated practice today, write for full 2 minutes for each journaling prompt below. Once you've finished, take a minute to read and you wrote what you reflect. For the first journaling prompt, areas of my life where I can be more forgiving are. And the second is, If I were more forgiving of these areas, it would allow me to. When you begin this meditation, always bring kind awareness to why you chose the topic, how your belly, chest, and head each feel when you reflect on this topic, the emotions that you can associate with the visceral feelings, the positive or negative impact of any stories you believe in regarding this topic, the fact that many others are feeling similarly about this topic as you, how you might feel with increased awareness around this topic, when you can apply increased mindfulness to this topic in your day to day life. How often do we pause from the thinking, analyzing, and judging mind to practice self compassion? For a lot of us, it is easier to cultivate loving, accepting thoughts for another than it is to offer this kindness to ourselves. This practice is an invitation to offer ourselves the same kindness and compassion that we would offer a loved one, helping us to embrace ourselves with love. This exercise can be practiced in two ways. First, you might like to set an alarm for 3 times in your day. When the alarm goes off, it serves as a reminder to take a self compassion break. Alternatively, you might simply keep this notion in mind so that you can care to do it anytime you are feeling worried, anxious, stressed, or caught in a negative thought pattern. When the alarm goes off, or when you notice you need a time out from this mind, find a safe space to step aside to where you can comfortably close your eyes for a few moments. Eyes closed, draw one or both hands to your heart, letting them rest flat on your chest. Take 3 full deep breaths into the body, letting both chest and belly expand. Take this time to acknowledge that you are struggling, offering yourself any words of support or compassion that you might offer to a loved one. Be there for yourself as a friend, holding yourself unconditionally for a few more full breaths. Before ending the practice, take a few moments to silently repeat these phrases. I honor and support myself. I love and accept myself. I practice peace and patience. I am worthy of my own compassion and kindness. You may repeat these as many times as you feel called to. Take a final moment to offer yourself any other word you might need to hear. When you are ready to carry on with your day, slowly open your eyes. Carry this self compassion with you as you move forward. As you reflect, ask yourself, how did it feel to practice this simple exercise of self compassion? How might you incorporate this into your daily routine? Always bring kind awareness to how you felt. Always take a minute to stop and do self care and have self compassion. You always have to know to take care of yourself before you can take care of anyone else. Congratulations. That completes day 14 of the 28-day mindfulness challenge. Have a blessed Sunday and always remember you were created with a purpose.